Alright, what's going on, everyone? Today we're going to be upgrading the Avenging Angels deck. We're going to do it in client because, I don't know if I have enough time to edit this, so we're doing this quick and dirty, doing it just in the client. Fun fact, I got a comment recently saying how nice it is that I lay the cards out in editing instead of just doing it in client, but I don't have time to edit this, unfortunately. Not gonna have time to record for a couple weeks, so just gonna do this really quick. Also, you might not have this deck. Unfortunately, this deck was released as a code, so it was free. There was a store code. It was Game Nights. I'll put it on screen. You could try it. I'm pretty sure it's expired. So I just don't know how many people have this, so just gonna do this really quick. No minimal editing required. So this deck, it is basically the Orzhov Clerics or the Orzhov Life Gain deck. It says Avenging Angels, that's the name. But it's really the sort of cleric deck. Now we have Cleric of Life's Bond. Whenever you play a cleric, you gain a life. Whenever you gain life, it gets a counter. It has Righteous Valkyrie, which is an angel, but it's also a cleric. Lets you gain tons of life. Also gives you a payoff for gaining a bunch of life. You also get Taborax. Taborax is very common in these life gain decks. Gets counters when stuff dies. Lets you draw when clerics die. Stuff like that. So it is the cleric life gain deck. And like most of these decks, there's lots of like just not good cards. Expedition Healer, not very good. It just has lifelink if you have another cleric, so it's a 2-mana 2/2. Vigilance lifelink, not that exciting. Starnheim Aspirant, 3-mana 2/2 is terrible. Does make your angels cost less, but we don't even have like a ton of super expensive angels. Like this isn't technically an angel. Harbinger's kind of expensive, but it's also like kind of medium. Verge is expensive, but also like not really what I want to play, so we'll be taking that out anyway. So there's just no really reason to play this. So we'll be cutting some of these bad cards out. We'll get this a little bit more closer to the tier 1 Cleric Orzhov Life Gain deck. So first we're going to take out 3 of these Expedition Healers. They're not very good. Like I said, 2-mana 2/2 Vigilance Lifelink. This should give us a constant source of life gain, but it has to attack and it just dies in combat. So we're going to take these out for Lunarch Veterans. Whenever we play a creature, we gain a life. That's a very important facet of this deck, especially with Cleric of Life's Bond, which will get counters when we gain life. We'll just do this right now. We'll do 3 of these. And what this does is it gives us Lunarch Veteran, Cleric of Life's Bond, and a Righteous Valkyrie that gains life when we play creatures, which is pretty good. We're also going to take out one of these Youthful Valkyries for another Lunarch Veteran. This is just, it gets a +1/+1 counter whenever we play an angel, but we don't have a ton of, like, so many of our cards aren't angels. Like, this isn't an angel. Taborax, not an angel. This isn't an angel, and it wasn't an angel when it was an Expedition Healer. So it's just not very reliable. I think it's definitely worth going like so, getting our 4th copy of Lunarch Veteran. Next, we're going to take out these 2 Starnheim Aspirants because, like I said, they're not very good. They're not very useful in this deck. It would be okay. I mean, I don't even think it'd be that good, but it'd be okay maybe in an angel deck with a lot of really high cost angels like this. But it's not really what we're doing, so playing this card that reduces our angel spells so much, it reduces them by 2, but we just don't really have a good reason to do that. And we're going to be replacing these with Markov Purifiers. So this is another source of life gain. It has lifelink, not a reliable one, but it does have lifelink. And then at the beginning of our end step, if we gain life, we can pay 2 to draw a card. We're hoping to gain life most turns. We don't have to activate this every turn, but if we have extra mana, it's a source of card draw. It's also more lifelink, and it's a cleric. So perfectly happy to have a couple of these. And then one of the more obvious ones, we're going to take out another Valkyrie here for our 4th copy of Clerics of Life's Bond. This is one of our major finishers. It gets huge, you know, it can easily be like a 5/5, a 7/7. It gets more counters, more life. We have more ways to gain life than we have angels, right? Because most of our angels also gain life. Righteous Valkyrie, sure, this will trigger Youthful Valkyrie, but it also triggers the cleric, and it also triggers with everything else we play when we gain life. So we just have more ways to get counters on this cleric than we do on this angel. And that's our deck for now. There's definitely still some problems. Bound in Gold is suboptimal. It's kind of okay, but like you could probably replace it with like Blood Chief's Thirst and Infernal Grasp, although those only hit creatures, whereas this hits permanents, so you can hit artifacts with activated abilities, technically. There's also some creatures I still don't like for example, the Shadow Sage kind of sucks. Skull Raid also kind of sucks. So there's some pretty medium cards in here still. I want to get this last Youthful Valkyrie, and we can do that with a few rares and mythics. So I definitely want to get 4 of these Righteous Valkyries in. This is like a powerhouse of the deck. One of our major win conditions. Also, it just keeps us alive. Gaining life equal to the toughness of every creature we play is kind of crazy. So we just want to take out some weaker cards. Renegade Reaper is fine. It's not great. It's a 3 mana 2/3, so it's smaller. This is a 2/4. It mills, and there's no guarantee we gain life, whereas this is going to gain life every single time we play a creature. And then if we have a bunch of life, it becomes a win condition, pumping our entire board. So this is just more optimal, pretty easy here. 2 of these out, 2 of these in. It's just more powerful. And then I want to take out one of these Shadow Sages. I just don't think these are very good. They're just 4 mana 2/5, whatever. You can make the opponent lose life, or you can gain life based on some conditions, but I don't really care. Righteous Valkyrie, so much better. One of the best creatures in the deck, so perfectly fine with that. I want to take out this other Shadow Sage for an aura. So this is a 4 mana 3/3 with lifelink, which is nothing too exceptional, but whenever a cleric dies, we get to return another cleric with lesser mana value from our graveyard to the battlefield. So if a 4-drop cleric dies, we can get a 3-drop cleric back. If a 3-drop cleric dies, we get a 2-drop cleric back. So basically everything that dies in our deck is going to get something lower on the curve. If this dies, we can get anything here from the graveyard back to the battlefield. If any of this dies, we can get one of these back, so on and so forth. And it's going to continuously trigger, right? Like if our 4-drop dies, we get a 3-drop. Then if that 3-drop dies, we get a 2-drop, and we don't have to get a 4 into a 3 into a 2. If our 4-drop dies and we really want this 2-drop, that's fine. But the point is, it's just tons of value. Lots of card advantage. Much better than this like single instance of life gain on a 4 mana 2/5 in my opinion. So out with this, put an aura in. And similarly, I want to get these 2 Skull Raids out. These just don't really work with the deck. They're not doing too much. They are kind of card advantage in that they let us draw cards, kind of, sometimes. But Aura also gives us card advantage. It gives us better card advantage, more consistent card advantage, and it works well with, like Righteous Valkyrie and Cleric of Lifespawn and stuff. So Skull Raid, yes, it's okay. Makes the opponent discard. Let's just draw sometimes. But Aura just makes more sense for our 4-drop here. So, yep, that's already looking better. Like that a lot more. So next, we still have this Youthful Valkyrie in here, and it's fine, but it's not as good as Luminarch Aspirant. So, it's pretty simple here. The Youthful Valkyrie will get a counter every time we play an Angel, whereas the Luminarch Aspirant distributes a counter every single turn, no matter what. Granted, it doesn't have as great of a body. It's a 1/1, not a 1/3 flyer. But we can put these counters anywhere, and we're guaranteed to get one every turn. So, happy to get this out of here for one of these. And similarly, I just don't think this Furja thing is very good. Should it be pronounced Furya? It triggers, it gives us card advantage if we cast multiple things per turn. But as you can see by our mana curve, it's a little clunky. We have 4 drops. We have 5 drops. It's not reliable enough to cast 2 things per turn. And otherwise, it's a 5 mana 2/4 flying lifelink. It's just so expensive. So I personally just want to get these 2 out, get a couple more of these in. This is just so powerful, much more reliable, much more consistent, just much better. And for the most part, this is done. I do want to fix the mana base. So this deck here, I would say is like pretty decent. Again, these Bound and Golds could probably be optimized. I don't know if Vengeful Reaper is that great. It could be another cleric, like a lower end cleric maybe, but it's kind of fine. Starnheim Unleashed, it's powerful, imperfect for this deck, but it's powerful enough that I'm kind of okay with it. This is fine. 4 mana, you get a 4/4 Angel token, and it does some other stuff, but mostly 4 mana, get a 4/4. Maybe it could be a better cleric, but like it could be a Tabarax maybe, but I'm kind of okay with it. Closing Statements, not the best removal spell, but it's not like so bad, like it's kind of okay. Also these Rampage of the Valkyries, I would say they're pretty medium. They're really good, but also like not always reliable because we don't have a ton of Angels. And Valkyrie Harbinger also kind of seems like we could probably have some better stuff. So in theory, we could cut out a lot of this top end stuff. Rampage of Valkyries, Valkyrie Harbinger, this Retribution, this Vengeful stuff, and just get more like 2 to 3 drop clerics that are pretty good. But for the most part, I'd say this is much better than what we started with. We can fix the mana base though. Shattered Sanctum, of course, much better than these campuses that always enter tapped. So we'll take those 4 out, put these 4 in. We also want pathways. So we'll do, I'll take one of these snarls out because I don't really like the snarls for one of these. And then, and I'm noticing that we want white early. We want white early here, white and black, but also white. We have one black symbol here, so we want white more in the early game. So I think I'm going to cut, let's do like 2 of these, 1 of these for the other 3 pathways. So we're a little bit more likely to get white in the early game. Is that still, because we want double white here. I think I actually want to go something like this. I think this is probably fine. We can also probably do 1 swamp for one of these, 1 plains for one of these. And I think at this point, it is probably good enough. Again, some of the stuff could be, like, I would rather have a Taborax here. Same thing with these. Like, maybe these 3 should just go into Taborax. But I think this is okay. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to, since we're doing this quick and easy on the client, let's play a game. Let's play a game. Let's play a game with this deck. Hopefully this isn't just absolutely embarrassing and I get crushed. Because that would just not be a good thing. We got 2 of our bad cards, but I think this is fine. No, we don't have a black source. No, don't like it. Don't like it. This is, oh my god. Oh, we don't have a black source again. Oh, we do have a black source. This is fine. Oh, I don't want to discard a Valkyrie, but we have a perfect curve. We have 1 into 2 into 3. I don't want to, but I think these 3 are fine. That's painful, but it's fine. It's fine. This is a great curve, though. This is, like, ideal. So glad I decided to play a game. Holy crap. We'll play this. My client has been super clunky recently. If you've seen my recent Magic Online or Magic Arena videos, for some reason, my client's super, like, jittery and freezy. And it happens when I play off camera too, because sometimes when you're recording, you know, the resources required to run a screen recorder can sometimes make your games run worse. This is gonna get countered. This is it spells fun, super fun. I regret my choice now. Oh no, this isn't. Is it spells? All right, well that's good. Alright, well we're gonna play this Righteous Valkyrie. Gain a life. Attack for 1. We might just play this next turn, because it has haste. This Valkyrie might die or get bounced, though. Attack for 2, I don't trust that. Don't trust it. They have like a shock or something. Yeah, I think we're just... this is really good, but I think just... kind of just want to put pressure on. Wheel pressure. We could play this and foretell this, but I will pressure. Gain some life. Get a bunch of life, actually. Back to 21. Attack with everything. Opponent goes to 13. I'm in unranked, I just realized. They changed the UI. You've probably seen it. They changed it when Alchemy went up. And I keep going, like, queuing wrong. It's kind of confusing. It's probably fine, it's just... I'm old. So new things are confusing. That's... Oh, well. I guess we just play that? We keep pressuring? I could... Well, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. This is... We'll gain 4 life. And we'll attack for 6. I said these were bad, but they're working now. I'm playing these over Luminarch Aspirant, but... I think it's more just the matchup. If we draw a land, I'm just going to kill that and kill them. Oh, they attack. Never mind. They just attack. Interesting. So, do we win? They have 3 mana with the... Or they have 6 mana, technically. They don't have a foretold Allrun's Epiphany. If they have, like, land, Allrun's Epiphany, Well, that just makes me sad. I don't really seeing this deck do its thing, but we're seeing the power of Righteous Valkyrie. It's gained us 6 life. We'd be at 1. Plus, Lunarch Veteran gained us life, so we'd be dead if not for the cards that we added. I don't know how much life this has gained us. I think it's gained us 3. So we've gained 9 life from these 2 cards that we added. Alright, they passed. There's an aura. Sure, just in case they have burn spells. Okay, they just quit. Well, it worked. We saw a lot of our new cards. We also saw, I think we kind of won that game from a card that I said should be taken out. So, there you go. So that's the deck. That was a quick and easy game. It wasn't unranked, but that was sort of a tier 1 deck. It was kind of visit spells, right? They don't normally play that adversary, but yeah, that was fine. So there you go, guys. That's the deck. Is it perfect? Probably not, but it's light years beyond what we started with. Much better. Righteous Valkyrie is just so good. That's just the key card that I would highly encourage you to get into the deck. Righteous Valkyrie, Cleric of Life's Bond, Lunarch Veteran. This is like the perfect curve for a life gain deck. A lot of this other stuff is sort of optional. The main cards I would encourage you to get into the deck: Veteran, Cleric, Righteous Valkyrie. That curve is just great for a life gain deck. So there you go, guys. Hopefully that was helpful. Sorry for the janky video. We'll do regular edited videos in the future. Again, I just don't have time right now. So thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.